Hi everybody, I'm Tracy with Cross H Realty, and I'm going to be starting a new series of informational videos related to real estate. And so today I'm going to start with buying a home, probably more leaning towards first-time home buyer information. The first thing you need to know is your credit score. It's just a good idea to kind of know where you're at, to see if you need to do some improvement to help with your loan, to help with your interest rate. There's a lot of ways to check that. There's the different websites and even some credit card companies now that will do it for you. So that's a good start. And then you want to decide, how much house do I want to afford? There's mortgage calculators online that are free. You can go in and calculate what your payment would be based on the mortgage amount. And that's a good idea. You just kind of get a feel of, this is what I pay in rent now, and I could afford a little bit more, so that's about how much house I would want to look for. You can play around with that. And then go find a lender, and I can help you with that if you don't have anybody in mind. There's a lot of great lenders out there. It's very important to get somebody you're comfortable with, somebody that you don't mind talking to and that's going to help you, walk you through the process. Interest rates, the annual percentage rates have been lingering around 4% and less, which is a really great time to buy a house, and the prediction is it's going to stay that way for most of 2020. So it is a really good time to buy, saving your money on rent into becoming your own homeowner. And if you can get your interest rate at 4% or less, then you're doing really well. After you've determined your lender and y'all have sat down and talked it over and really come up with what your payment would be in different priced housing, then you'll know what you're looking for, because you definitely don't want to start shopping for a house you can't afford to find out later that that dream house is not really in your budget. So you want to kind of know where you're at before we start looking at houses. And then you kind of want to make sure you've got a little bit of money in the bank. The 20% down is not necessary anymore. It is a good way to buy a house, but if you don't have to have that much down, you can do is 3 to 5% down with some different home buyer programs, and your lender could help you out with that information as well. And then you want to choose a qualified real estate agent to help you find the right house, to help you through the process. I would recommend you interview a couple of agents in your market. You want to find somebody that you feel like you can trust, that's going to work hard for you. And as a buyer, you don't have to worry too much about that expense-wise, because the seller is the one paying their commission at closing typically. That can be negotiated differently, but that is the standard practice. So usually having your own representation as a buyer is free to you and very important. You want to make sure you have somebody that's got your fiduciary responsibility in their forefront. And if you're working with a listing agent, they're going to be fair, but they do have to put all their fiduciary responsibility upon their seller. Then the fun stuff. You've got your lender, you know what you can afford, you have an agent that's ready to work for you. You can start shopping for houses. Get out there, go to a few. I would recommend, again, looking at only things in your budget. You don't want to find the perfect house and it be more than what you can afford. So that's really it on the just getting started process. And in our next videos, I will talk about what happens once you find that house, what the steps are, and what to be looking for. So I look forward to any questions you might have. Just give me a call or email me, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. I hope this was informative, and if you need anything, you know where I'm at. Thanks, and have a blessed day.